Hello, everyone. This is the Reverend, and I am hoping that you are having an excellent day today. Well, as always, let's get into things. We've all had them. Those elvish players who just go a little too far into the orc hating. Never tipping their bartender if he's a half-orc. Acting as if they're better than all the orcish and half-orc people. And, sometimes it's a good thing, but if that's the type of player they always play, maybe they just want to be an asshole to someone. Here's a good way to stop that. Most of these players don't pay attention to anything that an orc says or does. So if you say, the orc gives a devilish grin, they're just going to think he's thinking something stupid. Have their friend order them some Orcish Bloodtea. You see, Orcish Bloodtea is amazing, unless you're an elf. If you're an elf and you drink this common potion, basically a drink, it's a tea, but if you drink it, you instantly have to make a DC 19 saving roll, Constitution. Now, we all know that most elves aren't Constitution-based characters. Most people who play elves kind of want to play the wizard or the, archer, something like that, and they don't put too much in Constitution because they don't need it. They're kind of staying back. And even the ones who do, a 19 is still a pretty hard roll. But here's the thing. Even if they make it, it's still an insta-kill 99% of the time. It deals 300 D4 damage on a failed save. On a successful save, you still take half of that. So you're taking, on a failed save, or on a successful save, an average of about 300 damage. Instantly. You're dead if you're a wizard. Flat out. Even if you succeed on the save, you are dead. And here's the deal. If it's a high elf, which a lot of these players who want to be the racist against orcs and I'm better than thou, they play high elves a lot. The damage is multiplied by 10. So instead of 150, they're taking 1,500. And that's on a successful save. On a failed save, you're taking way more than that. You could take upwards of 6,000 damage with one drink. So all it takes is one drink, and you take 6,000 damage. Now, let's go into what Klingon Bloodtea is. Klingon Bloodtea is a mixture of mint, nightshade, and about 15 other herbs, steeped in a mixture of blood, water, and vinegar. Now you have to steep this mixture for 25 minutes. And when it's done, you have Klingon. Sorry. I'm watching Star Trek in the in the background. Orcish Bloodtea. And yes, I did get this idea from Klingon blood wine. I don't care. I'm happy to admit that. But this is far enough different that, it's not copyright infringement. But Orcish Bloodtea is amazing if you're not an elf. What it does is, upon drinking it, and you can finish your whole drink. You don't have to do this for every sip you take. But if you drink another serving, you do have to do the DC again. But it's a DC 15 Constitution save. Upon a failed save, you get 3 levels of exhaustion. So you're basically done. But on a successful save, and a 15's not that hard if you're a barbarian or a fighter. On a successful save, you gain the Great Weapon Master feat and a +4 to your strength modifier for 12 hours. That is incredible. Here's the deal, though. The +4s do stack. So you could drink 10 of these and get +40. So you could be... Your strength score... it adds +4 to your strength score. So you could be a barbarian with... If you've got 24 strength already, if you're a level 20 barbarian with 24 strength, you could jump that strength score up to 64. At this point, you're fighting gods on par, and you're beating most of them. There's probably only 1 or 2 gods out there, period, that can compete with that. The Hecaton Kyries, the strongest monster in all of D&D, can't compete with that. Kronos can't compete with that. The strongest of the Titans. You good. You're going to be hitting every attack. And you're going to be dealing uber damage, especially with that multi-attack. You hitting somebody, you got 64 strength. Whoo-wee! Praise the Lord. But everybody, remember, this is kind of just for fun, but every one of these you drink, if you drink the second one, right? The Constitution saving throw increases by 5. And on top of that, the levels of exhaustions you gain if you fail goes from 3 to 4. So if you fail 2 of these in a row, you're dead. Because 6 levels of exhaustion just kills you. This would actually be an excellent way for an assassin to kill someone. 3 levels of exhaustion, I think, reduces your speed basically to 0. You can't move. And you have disadvantage on everything basically by that point, I think. I'm not sure, I can't remember how that works, but still, I mean, you're not doing a lot if you have 3 levels of exhaustion. They pour a second thing of this down your mouth and make you swallow. Excuse me. And you're done. And if the target's an elf, all they gotta do is give you the first little swig. This would be an excellent way for a drow to get rid of an all-elf party. Oh, and DMs. I left that up for interpretation. You don't have to consider drow elves when you are doing the DCs on this. If you want to classify them as just a fae, you can. because drow don't follow Coral Arethion, which is, the god that Groomish has his beef with. So Groomish may not have any beef with drow. And, it's possible that there may be half drow orcs out there because of this, which is a race I'm going to be making soon, by the way. You'll be able to find that on the Dungeon Masters Guild once I figure out how to start publishing stuff on there. It will be pay what you want, but please, even $1 helps, because I got babies, I got a wife, I got a cat. He's stupid, but he's still a cat. And he just looked at me when I said stupid. Dumbest cat in the world, but he knows his name. Now, don't be mad at me for saying my cat's name is stupid. We've just called him stupid so much because he's stupid that he responds to it now. His name is actually Smokey. But he will not respond to that. He only responds to stupid. But he is the most loving cat in the world. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this kind of rant, kind of background on Orcish Bloodtea. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. God bless, and I love you all.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. The winds blew up her bow, dip down, oh blow, my bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.